The end of Thanksgiving was a real hoot, H-O-O-T, and this foul, F-O-W-L, reality that I'm fucking capsized in. Where, right, we went bonanza through the colossal era weaver in occult classics towards Tony Danza in Who's the Boss? Oh, Angela, the woman. In the 1980s. I mean, anybody gonna fix the fucking world? Seriously. So now I've got, Tia Frio is like, you know, in the Bible, it says that the people should be vegans. I'm like, you know, Tia Frio, there's a reason why humans, I was like, there's a reason why they have, a pastor, a minister, a whole church congregation, and one man is really learned in the leading of the mass herd of community. He teaches the correct way that the message was meant to be sent and received from the correct whatever. I was like, humans by themselves were not meant to pick up words and decipher what the message actually means. It's actually a real big problem. I was like, because you're not genetically akin or attuned enough to know precisely what the Bible meant at what point, depending on where you wake up in any given day. But there are people around the world who were trained. I was like, so that word vegan, I was like, it's kind of like the Lamb of God. Right, be a vegan. Don't eat the lamb that she prepared. Let the minister and her speak on it, and he'll be the vegan, and they can fix the world. But for all those like Texas steak eaters, like nobody gives a shit. You want to go eat a cow? Go eat a fucking cow. You want a fork and a knife? Do you need it cooked? Do you want me to stoke a fire for you? Like, I mean, nobody's coming after your fucking meat, stupid. You need meat, you need vegetables, and you need some land in order to process a garden and a way to sustain in case the food truck doesn't show up. That's what you need from governance. That's what you need to survive on the land. And what you don't need is to keep promoting the circus by keep coming up with new activities. So this way you forget that you need food, clothing, and if the food truck shows up, you're all dead. Right. Okay, so now that we're back on reality, like one, because nobody promised you food, clothing, or that the food truck would continue. What's your plan? It ends tomorrow. How are you surviving, human? So now let's think about this. We got the ministry, right? Magical people. It's usually what we call the Ministry of Defense. They're the ones who usually bring me. Oh, right. I said I was in a potato famine. I'm in a tater tot famine, actually, because now my tater tot has been here aging for 42 fucking years. And there's not an Oridea from Ontario. They don't come down to New York for some reason. I don't know why the Ministry of Magical White People in Heaven above the United States of 50 lost postage stamp children in some union with the Republic of Criminals being led by the circus idiot. That's been an occult classic that we've been bringing you by sitcom. You ready for this? Statcom is sending you the answers as to what's going on behind the scenes. So manifestations of the idiots in the front can sit down and watch and try to decipher for themselves. Oh my God, that's like trying to teach them to fucking read. Why? We don't know. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so why is the magical ministry of smart, educated, like in the know, like they have the big contacts in the world? Why do they hide in heaven in the north in Canada, where there's still trees and fresh air and some good somewhere? They speak French or they speak English. I think that's the only two languages I've ever heard them speak. Why is it they hide the ministry up there? Like, is English the only crown anywhere in the world? I'm just curious, because, like, this side is stupid, stuck in New York, is, like, really wondering how fucking broke you all are. Because I'm broke in the sense of I got no money, no food, no way to clothe myself, no way to process a way to survive in New York City, no less. And you're all, like, coming as visitors going, oh, she's over-exaggerating, it can't be that bad. Do me a favor, whoever answered anybody of official status with that exact phrase, please run that in the vetted, verified system. Go round them up and shoot them in the head for me. Please, you have my full authority on that one task. Because there is no way in fucking hell anyone should have listened to anything that said that. I was already in a tater-tot position. It was already proven that, like, the crown was in on it, whether it be the mishap in whatever, the Andy plus Griffith territory, the she plus if, and the extra F, in the way that the capsized gem is able to explain both sides of the coin, but moves the letters and shifts the letters around ever so slightly, so this way you don't lose your orientation of who the egregious party is and who the affected is. And I'm one person in a very pinnacle, sensitive position that can't speak. I mean, I could speak, but should not be elaborating on such things in such wide content. I'm going to need some help this life, since the last 2 generations has so quickly disintegrated the entire process of family and ability to survive, that the children of the Dave things are so misprogrammed, miseducated, and misled by some diluted future, like life's just gonna appear tomorrow, like somebody's gonna come for help tomorrow, like it's gonna keep continuing in where do you go from here when people have already broken into your thought process and tuned you down so low? If you're a light, you were bright as anything. Like 3 generations ago, Elizabeth got into office and started fucking around with leadership and fleet and other royals, and the lights started going down because now they're fighting. And then all of a sudden, Hop Sing over in the Chinese kitchen in Polynesia's like, psst, psst, psst. And now we got a new problem. Right. So now I'm just curious, at what point does this fucking get better? Because